The Miami Heat are almost definitively the biggest surprise team so far this season. Before the season started, many thought this team would barely be a playoff side, and even if you thought they were, I saw no one at all have them as a top 3 seed. But so far this season, that's what they are, and are making fans consider them as a legit threat to take the Eastern Conference crown. So, how good is this team? What has propelled them into this position? What players are playing well and making them title contenders? I'll be going over that in today's video, as well as analysing the Miami Heat in general. If you're new here and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot more basketball on there that doesn't really need to become a video, so yeah, be sure to follow that. But with that all being said, let's talk about the Miami Heat.
Lucas.
The Miami Heat have had a great season so far. They are 24-9 and are the 3rd seed in the East, only half a game short of the 2nd seed Boston Celtics. They've had some massive wins this season that have helped turn them into a scarier team than anticipated. Examples of these wins are the 2 they took over Philadelphia, clutch wins versus teams like Dallas and Milwaukee, and the thumping of Houston earlier this year. So how have they done so good? What players have played well to get them into this position? The first is obviously Jimmy Butler. Though his stats haven't been out of this world, he's definitely making a positive impact in many other ways other than scoring and grabbing boards. He's been a massive leader for the Heat and has helped define the team's culture. He's also been a great team player and is very supportive of his teammates. Originally, when Butler made the move to Miami, everyone kind of thought he just made this decision to go to Miami just so he could lead his own team, and it had proved at the time he wasn't worried about winning. This has now been proved wrong. As I mentioned, Butler has been the big leader and confidence booster for young guys like Tyler Herro and has led them to the 3rd seed so far this season with stats of 20.5 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 6.7 assists per game. Overall, Butler has been a big help to this team, shaping its hard work ethic culture and being a fantastic leader, and in doing so, it has led to a lot of victories for Miami. Bam Adebayo is another fantastic player on the Heat, and he's improved his game tremendously this season. He's currently averaging 15.6 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game, which are all great for him, particularly the assists. That's phenomenal. What's even better is the improvement in these stats compared to last season. Bam is averaging 7 more points per game, 3 more rebounds, and has doubled his assists per game. His improvement has been crazy. Due to this, he's now a top contender for most improved player, and depending on who you ask, is the front runner for it. Overall, all of this has combined into him becoming a big impact player for Miami this season. Tyler Herro has also been fantastic for the Heat as a rookie and is currently considered a top 5 candidate for the Rookie of the Year. His confidence and ability to shoot the ball is insane. He's been clutch. Overall, he's just been such an exciting rookie to watch. When he's out there, it truly looks like he's been in the NBA for years. He's just so comfortable out there. With averages of 14 points per game and 4 rebounds, don't be surprised if he's a finalist for the Rookie of the Year award, and perhaps even takes it out if he continues to improve. A rookie who is dominating alongside Tyler Herro is Kendrick None. Nunn is currently 2nd in rookies in points per game, behind Ja Morant only, with an average of 16 points per game. He's also 2nd in assists per game for rookies too, again behind only Ja Morant, and is averaging close to 4 a game in that category. Overall, Nunn has been making a great impact on Miami, and certainly one a lot bigger than anyone imagined going into this season for sure, considering the fact the guy went undrafted back in 2018. The final player I want to talk about is Goran Dragic. Dragic has been averaging 16 points and 5 assists this season, and though he's starting to get pretty old, he's been playing really well this season and has been a great leader for Miami on and off the court. To be honest, I feel like his play and impact on Miami is going pretty underrated, and he deserves a lot more credit than what he's been getting. So those are the main guys I really want to talk about today that I think are making a lot of impact for the Heat. Of course, there are plenty of other guys too doing bits for this team, such as Myers Leonard, Derrick Jones Jr., Justice Winslow, Duncan Robinson, and Kelly Olynyk, and much more. They've all been solid contributors, but those players I just mentioned, I feel like have made the biggest impact, and without them, this record would not be possible. I think also a big part of this great start to the 2019-20 season is the amazing chemistry this team has. It clearly shows on the court, off the court, the way they act around each other. They seem to have a great time together as teammates, and in turn, this chemistry has led to a lot of success. So, with all these things being said, why do I think they can win the East, as the title suggests? Well, I personally believe, with all the things I mentioned, that this team can go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals for sure. This team has showed enough to me so far that they are legit, with their big wins over other contending teams multiple times, their chemistry and great play from star players and even role players too. Do I think they can get past the Bucks? Probably not, let's be real here. But with that said though, I do think if any team is going to pull off and upset these playoffs over the Bucks, it is the Heat. Before I get into the conclusion of this video, I want to say this. The Heat should not make any trades this deadline. Their chemistry and play as a team are too perfect right now, and I feel like a trade could stuff everything up. This roster has proved they can beat the best of the best, so I really do not want Miami to make any moves right now. This team is ready to make a finals push, and any major roster moves could, again, stuff everything up. Overall though, I'm excited to see the Miami Heat play in 2020. What they've shown us fans so far is that they are a legit and underrated contender that can compete with and beat the best of the best. With the amazing team play and with younger guys stepping up into bigger roles, they are playing like future champions. Will they get out of the East this year? Probably not, due to the high level of play from Milwaukee, but don't count them out for sure. Miami will be a team to watch throughout the rest of the season and into the next few years. They have a very bright future ahead of them. But that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? How good are the Miami Heat to you? Can they go all the way, or will they fall short these playoffs? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out.